Today we're making pinch pot cats out of clay.
All right. So
first you're gonna need clay and make it into a ball.
What do we do?
First you need to knead your clay so it's a nice, like, kind of soft texture.
What do we need to do if we get all these cracks?
So if you get all the cracks, you want to take some water in either a bowl or a spray bottle and just grab your fingers and dip it in and just rub it.
Exactly. What happens if our clay gets too wet, Preston?
If your clay gets too wet, it'll get soggy.
Right.
And just all sticky.
And slippery and really hard to work with. So you'd have to wait till it dries out a little bit. So we're going to kind of work up our clay, make it nice and soft, wake it up because it was in that big square form for quite a while. Gotta have muscles. It's gonna make your hands strong. And this is a lot of clay. So it's great if you wanna roll it out with a rolling pin or cut it in half.
I need a roller.
And
roller.
Grandma, what works great
to cut? A roller? It's in that fishing line. Would work great. You guys can't see it though.
You see that?
Right.
It's blue. And if you have clay tools, some clay tools will help.
It's really hard.
No, it's okay. Here. I'll trade you. Oh, it's nice and warm though.
It is?
Yeah. His hands are warm. Okay. You want to start with just half? Because you can always rip it. Okay? I got ink on my hands or something. Okay, so I am going to start with only half of my clay, and once it's kind of softened and getting warmed up, we're gonna roll it in a ball. Okay, the bigger amount of clay that you have, just the bigger your pinch pot cat will be. So I'm going to start with a clay ball about the size of a golf ball or so. A little bit bigger, maybe a baseball. No, it's smaller than a baseball. No, it's smaller than a tennis ball.
Mine's
smooth,
size.
Ready to go. Okay, push your thumb in, but not all the way through.
Halfway.
About halfway, maybe 3/4? 75%?
Yeah.
Okay, push it in. So there's still a little bit of clay at the end of your thumb. Okay. And to make a pinch pot, we do exactly that. We're going to pinch it. So our thumb is in. Is your thumb in there? Take my fingers.
You're just going to go like this.
Right. But you want to pinch the whole thing of the clay. So my fingers are covering the whole clay there. So pinch and then turn it. Pinch again. Turn it. Pinch again. All the way around. So you want the walls of your...
Mine's just really cracky.
Okay, dip your fingers in the...
I did.
In the water. It will crack. Sometimes little air bubbles get in there, and that's like what that did. You can actually get a little bit of water in there and then squish it closed. That was a pretty big crack, so just kind of working that a little bit. And I'm going to try to work mine so it's taller than it is wider, so my cat can be sitting up tall. My cat is going to be...
Mine is just like...
It's still pretty thick on the bottom, so... How you doing, Preston?
Good.
Pinch and turn, pinch and turn.
I did that.
Okay?
No!
One great way of making it flat on the bottom and nice and even is to set it on the table and just give it a turn, and that'll give it a nice kind of flat bottom. You can press it down anywhere that you need to. Here, let me check your walls. That's a little bit thick. You want to try to get those walls as even, the same thickness all the way around, or it might start cracking on you. So we're going to make your cat a little bit taller, okay? That's a good ball of clay though. Okay, do you want to dip your fingers in the water a little bit? There. No, your fingers. That's not your fingers. Okay, so I'm going to smooth it out a little bit more.
Can I put some clay in the water?
No.
Why?
Because we need that clay for the tail and the ears and stuff, okay? Let me check yours. That's pretty thick. Here. Okay, so keep going.
Wait, what are we going to make for the eyes? But then
we can poke in the eyes.
Just like...
Right, that's why we have our sticks and our tools, right? There, I'm just trying to get all that even. Okay, so once you have the body kind of all formed how you want it to, at the top of it, we're going to kind of pinch up little ears. And pull them up out of the clay. So you pinch and you pull up that clay. Can you do that?
Wow.
There you go. Excellent. Yep. Kind of pinch them up to the top of the head. Pinch and pull. Pinch and pull. Yep, we'll wash off after. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, let's finish this video. We don't want it to be too long.
Is this good?
Okay. Okay, now smooth it out.
Wait, where do I do that?
Do what? On the top. That's why you flatten this way. You have to flatten this way. Okay, now pinch up your, and then just smooth that out. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm just kind of pinching up the clay. So I've got ears. You can pinch it together, smoosh it, squish it. There we
Mine's
go.
breaking.
Okay. It's going to be a little bit thinner on the ears, but yeah, yours look pretty good, bud. Try to get them thicker so they're not too thin.
Like that? How do you get it thicker?
Yeah, pinch this way and this way, right? You can pinch
like that.
on sides and front and back.
Just like this.
Yep. There you go, and smooth it out. Watch for those cracks still.
I just need to make it wet.
Okay. I'm gonna
just like
pinch this guy a little bit taller.
My cat is chunky.
Mine too. That's okay.
Not.
That's okay. They're looking awesome. Come in all shapes and sizes. All right. So the next thing, we're going to add a tail. So I took off a little chunk from my other clay, and I'm just gonna roll it. So you can roll it like a, how do you roll it? Like a coil. So it's gonna look kind of like a worm or a snake. Okay, not too terribly long. I'm gonna wet it, smooth out all my cracks again. There. And this is air dry clay that we're using. It doesn't have to be fired or cooked or anything, but it will take a good at least 24 hours, if not more, depending on
how do I make
how
take a piece?
How dry or how humid it is in your house or where you live. Yeah. Okay. Take a piece, roll it into a coil, and I'm going to start mine at the back. Good job.
Make another one?
No, that's your tail. See, I've got my tail. You've got your tail.
Wait, it goes back here.
Yep. Where's your tail go? Okay.
There.
And
my tail's long.
Right. And do you remember how to make your clay stick together really good?
Make lines.
Right. So you scratch it, you make it rough, and it's called score, to score your clay. So see how you scratch it
back here?
where you want the tail to stick on. So, and I'm going to do all along, so I'm just scratching, making it rough. You can poke it with a plastic fork, anything like that, a plastic butter knife. Those are also great tools to work with clay. Okay, I'm going to stick my tail right to the body of my cat. So I'm going to scratch all the way around. I'm going to stick that on there. Oh, these guys are going to be cute. They're going to be cute.
How do I do it?
Okay, there. So that's the back of my cat. I've stuck it on, but now I actually need to eliminate that crack because air can get in there, and as it dries, it'll pop off the tail. So I want to use one of my tools. Okay, got it stuck on. You're gonna stick it, see how I stuck mine right around, so then the tail won't break off. You wanna stick it right around on the body. Nice work. Okay, and then I'm gonna smooth it. So, all right. So I'm gonna
Mom,
tip
no, I'm
it.
just gonna fall.
No, dude, let's scratch it.
Well, it's just.
But we have, no, we're not done. So you have to scratch this too. See? Make it rough. Did you add a little bit of water?
No.
Make it sticky? Okay, get some water on your fingers. There you go. Touch it on your tail. Excellent. Perfect. That's how you do it. Okay, and then we're gonna stick it on.
I think my tail might be too long.
Oh, that's got a big fluffy tail.
It's probably gonna go all the way around.
So I'm just gonna, I can't get my fingers in there, so this is where the tools are like super helpful. Right in that area there.
Mine.
Oh, I've got yours, buddy. You're just gonna push the clay so it seals up that crack all around the tail. Okay, so see how you have that? So just seal that up. So push the clay.
Are we gonna add some fur to it?
You can add some fur.
We're gonna paint?
Do you want to add shapes and patterns? We can't paint it right now because the clay is really wet. So anything, any moisture, it's gonna, the clay is just gonna suck it right up. So we have to wait till it's completely dry. So there we go. Okay, and there's your, you have to do the same thing to the bottom too of the tail. So smooth that tail out so it's attached really good to that body of your cat. Then it helps prevent the tail from falling off. It can be a big tragedy when you,
I wonder if
cat.
Laura ever made a cat.
I don't know, she was showing me a bird the other day.
No.
Yeah, okay, you finish smoothing it. And then you want to give it a face. Look at it, it looks like it has whiskers already. Look at his face.
Where?
And where's the front of his face? That's his butt. Look at, there's his nose. And these like little lines there could be his whiskers. There. So once you have that tail all attached, you want to take your time. Like really take your time getting everything attached. Have an adult help you a little bit.
Can I show it to you?
Sure. If you get tired, the longer this clay is out in exposed to the air, the quicker it's going to dry. So once your clay is dry, you can't move it or shape it or change anything on it unless you are sanding it and using a power tool or something to get the pieces off. There. Looks good, Lakin. Coming along nice. So make sure that's attached really good.
Mom, do my whiskers look good?
Yes, they do.
What? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can just rub them out if you don't like them.
No, I have to move this one.
Okay, good idea. Clay is very forgiving. So
Oh my god, I keep messing up.
You can make those changes as needed.
Oh no, I wrecked my nose.
No, that's okay. You get to redo it if you want.
I don't know how to nose.
So just push and pull that clay
Wait.
back and forth into itself and onto the different parts.
I don't know how to make a nose.
What if it was like a little V? A little V or a big V?
That's a big V.
Sure. Whatever you like.
Then make holes right there.
So it can breathe. And it can smell you.
Oh, stab it.
Don't stab your cat.
Wait, I have to like...
There we go. Oh, I have a few cracks back here. So just keep checking it.
Mom, look it. I made holes in its ear.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe it has earrings.
No, that looks stupid.
As your clay dries, it is going to shrink a little bit. So you want to make sure that that tail is attached really, really good. So again, take your time, double check, smooth it back and forth. You can always reinforce it too. And my friend Laura, who does pottery at my studio, she was telling me the other day that you take a roll of clay and then you put it in an area that is joined or needs some extra seal, and it's called an insurance strip. So I thought that was kind of neat. It's just an extra added thing.
Then shout out to Laura.
Yeah, shout out to Laura, Idlewild Creek Pottery, and all of their creations. They do a lot of hand building clay, so very inspiring, and it's so cool to see what they come up with. Two-dimensional art is more my thing, but I love playing with this because I think every kid needs to experience and get their hands onto clay as much as possible. There, and I'm just smoothing out a little bit more, and I can already feel that my clay is drying. So I do want to get a
Mom,
face on my cat.
are you gonna make shapes on them?
Yeah, I think my cat
Look
needs... Oh, nice. You want to show everybody? Hold it up there close.
Well, when are we gonna make the shapes? After this?
There you go. Yeah, you can paint the shapes on, or if you want to, you can stamp and press the shapes in. I'm going to do my eyes for my kitty. He's going to have little eyes.
Wait, where are my eyes gonna be?
Where do you want to put your eyes?
I don't know. There's like nowhere I can put them.
Where do your eyes go? Right here. Right there. Put an eye right there. And an eye right there. There.
I'm gonna make like
Does Laura have a YouTube channel?
They've made videos. I'm not sure where they're posted though. On their Facebook page, maybe?
I'm making the shapes.
There, I'm just doing my kitty's face. And if you want something to poke or draw in with a little bit more detail, you can use a... Didn't realize that bowl was like right in front of where I was creating. But,
Mom, I'm making a shape already.
Awesome. Getting your pinch pot form is definitely the main thing. And that form can be used for the base of anything. It can become a body. It can become part of a head. You can put two together. I have a clay package coming up as one of my creative kits offered at the studio.
Coronavirus.
Has kind of, yeah, pushed me to
hashtag Corona.
To be creative.
Corona.
And I
ain't scared no Corona.
Oh,
Ain't scared no Corona.
It's from FGTV.
And
who said that?
Just wait. And I will be sharing my pinch pot owls and one of Laura's designs that she had showed me as well. So pretty creative way to make some creatures and critters and sculptures with clay. So I think that's my little guy there. My clay.
Good. Mine is really bad.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna make him a nose.
You can make him a nose. I just carved my nose in, see? Lots of practice. It takes practice, just like everything, right? So once this is all dry, then he's going to get some super fun colors.
I don't like nose.
And get designed in a way that is inspired by artist Laurel Birch. So some fun colors, some fun designs, and he'll be my little clay cat. Okay.
That's our finishing cats.
There we go.
I almost said dog.